For more information on today's program, contact Erica Taylor Montgomery at threegirlsmedia.com. Now, back to Punch, Media and Marketing Made Easy on the Bay Area's business leader, AM 1220 KDOW.
Thanks so much for tuning in to Punch, Media and Marketing Made Easy on 1220 AM KDOW, the Wall Street Business Network, where we help you punch through the competition and deliver a total knockout with your PR, your marketing, your social media, and so much more. You can visit us online and get the scoop not only on our upcoming shows, but you can also find the archives of every show we've done so far, and you can find that at punchmarketing.biz. That's punchmarketing.biz. I'm your host, Erica Taylor Montgomery, and we're talking about how to use social media effectively. Our guest is Janet Daperino, the social media queen, and you can find her at thesocialmediaqueen.com. So, Janet, one of the things that drives me absolutely nuts, and I mentioned this briefly at the beginning of our interview, is that sometimes I go kicking and screaming trying to bring my clients along when it comes to the frequency of posting on social media platforms. So let's talk about each social media platform individually and how frequently you think people should be posting there.
Sure. Yeah, as you mentioned, Facebook, I totally agree with you. 2 to 3 times a day, for sure, on Facebook. Twitter, you can tweet to your heart's content if you want to. You can post about 15 times a day, there or more. It's because it moves so quickly. That's not an issue over there. On LinkedIn, they're very picky, so you have to be a little bit more careful there. 1 to 2 a day on LinkedIn is my experience. And then Pinterest, you can pin. Pinterest is actually, about 10 pins a day. Sporadically, I wouldn't go on there all the time and do that because people just go, geez, look at that.
Right.
20 pins coming up all at once. So just kind of, pace those out as well. Even though it doesn't seem that important on Pinterest, it is.
Yeah, I absolutely agree that on Pinterest, you kind of need to spread those pins out. I recommend if you've got 20 things to pin that week, pin 2 to 3 a day and really spread them out across the week. Yep.
Unless you're setting up your boards, then that's a different story.
Right.
Once that's done, you can back off.
Yeah, but that's another nice feature about Pinterest is that you can set up as many different bulletin boards as you would like, and then you've got a lot of different great ways to post different types of content.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Janet, we only have a couple of minutes left, but I do want to make sure that people know how to find you if they have questions about social media marketing. So what's the best ways to get a hold of you?
The best ways to get a hold of me is emailing me at janet@thesocialmediaqueen.com, and my web address is thesocialmediaqueen.com.
Well, that's easy enough to remember, thesocialmediaqueen.com or janet@thesocialmediaqueen.com if you would like to email her. So, Janet, we only have about a minute or so left, but I'm wondering if you have any final advice for small businesses when it comes to their social media.
Yeah, I do. I just want to talk a little bit about mobile marketing. I know it's kind of, I don't know if you have any experience around that, but it is up and coming. And
absolutely.
People need to start opening their eyes to that with all the devices that people carry around. Our computers are getting smaller and smaller. And if your website is not mobile ready, it's going to be a problem because people are not going to take the time to scroll around to find your information.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. Mobile is something that you've got to look for in the future, no doubt. Janet, thank you so much for being a guest on the show today.
You are so welcome, and thank you for having me.
My pleasure. It's been great information, and I appreciate you being on the show.
Thank you.
It's coming up next week on Punch, Media and Marketing Made Easy. We'll be playing an encore episode, which covers how to brand your business in round 1. And then in round 2, we'll talk about how to turn your website visitors into customers. That's next Saturday, 9 to 10 on 1220 AM KDOW. Thanks to my guest producer, Kate Barton, and my studio engineer, Kevin Drury. You've been listening to Punch, Media and Marketing Made Easy. I'm your host, Erica Taylor Montgomery, and I'll see you next week.
You've been listening to Punch, Media and Marketing Made Easy. For information on today's program, visit threegirlsmedia.com. Again, that's threegirlsmedia.com. Join us again next time for another edition of Punch, Media and Marketing Made Easy on the Bay Area's business leader, AM 1220 KDOW.